What if the thing you think you're too old to start is actually the smartest move you could make in retirement? Here's something most people don't realize. The fastest growing audience on YouTube isn't teenagers. It's people over 65. So if you're in your 40s, 50s, or already retired, you're not too late. You're right on time. And if you quietly thought about creating something but talked yourself out of it, type maybe in the comments. We want to see how many of us are thinking about it but haven't said it out loud. Now there's a big lie that we've been told. We were told YouTube is for the young. That if you didn't start in your 20s, if you didn't grow up with technology, if you don't understand the algorithm, whatever that is, you missed it. But that's the same voice that told us retirement required more house, more income, more accumulation. And would it surprise you to know that YouTube now has a larger share of US TV viewing than any single traditional broadcaster, cable group, or major streaming company? And that's impressive, and it presents a huge opportunity. And we've learned something different, because less is the new retired. But that also can apply to creating too. So if you believe retirement should expand your life instead of shrink it, hit the like button. That helps this message reach more people who need to hear it. So why is being over 40 actually an advantage? It's because when you're 25, you're still figuring out who you are. At 50, you've lived, you've adjusted, you've rebuilt, you've simplified, and you don't need borrowed authority. You earned it every day with every gray hair. You're not chasing approval anymore, you're chasing meaning. And that shift, that's your edge. If you felt that change where impressing people matters less and living intentionally matters more, that's exactly why now might be your time to start a YouTube channel. Let's talk about the simplicity edge. Younger creators often chase scale. They want more gear, more edits, more urgency. But at this stage of your life, we don't want more noise. We want meaning. You don't need a studio. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need to go viral. You need a phone, a quiet room, and something real to say. That's it. That's all you need to get started. And if knowing that feels relieving instead of intimidating, that's the entire point. Our channel is about making it easy for retirees to get what they need. Now, the real opportunity is that your purpose is greater than your popularity. So think about that. This isn't really about YouTube. It's about purpose. And we all know that retirement can quietly remove the structure in your life. You have no more meetings, no deadlines, no more built-in relevance at work. Now you have retirement. But creating gives you a reason to think deeply about the things that you care about and what you want to talk about, a reason to keep learning about YouTube, learning about yourself, and a reason to contribute. And when you contribute, you sleep better at night. Not because you're earning money, which you may, and we'll talk about that later in the video, but because you're building something again. If you've felt that whisper in retirement, I still have something to give, don't ignore it. I know you're wondering, how does this help me in retirement? And we will talk later in the video about how you can make money to help with your retirement budget, which everyone needs. And I know you're saying, Dean, but I'm not tech savvy. And neither were we when we got started with YouTube and videos. You'll learn one small step at a time, and it's just like downsizing or simplifying finances or redefining your retirement. You want to start small and then refine and improve and then iterate. And if you'd like us to walk through how to start a simple channel without overwhelming you, tell us below in the comments. We'll build it for this community. There is a trust factor involved here. People are tired of hype. They want grounded, they want calm, they want perspective. They want your perspective. Because gray hair isn't a disadvantage, it's credibility. You don't need millions of views to matter. You just need the right people watching your videos. Even 100 people who stick with your story is impact. Now, we're going to talk about the financial reality of this. And yes, YouTube can create income. Ads run during your videos. And when you get monetized, you can then get a part of every video, every ad that runs on your video. So that can add up very quickly. And there's other ways that you can create income from YouTube. And we'll talk about that in the next video. But that's not the real win. The real win is identity. Creating reminds you you're still growing, you're still relevant, and you're still capable of doing everything that you want to do. That feeling, well, that's worth more than any viral video. So here's the real question. If you weren't worried about being judged for the kind of content you want to create or what you want to ask or what you want to talk about, what would you create? Put it in the comments, even if it feels small, even if it feels unrealistic. And if this message feels right to you, if you believe in what we're talking about, and if you believe that retirement is about contribution, not disappearing, subscribe to our channel. Not for us, but for you. Because this community is about building a retirement where less noise means more meaning. And if that's the kind of life you want to design, you belong here. I'm Dean Morgan, and this is Less is the New Retired. Please come back for more. We'll see you in the next video.